some good news, deep divers. Finally, 1.3 million people took to the streets of Berlin and they were protesting against COVID-19, saying, we ain't having it. Congratulations. Now, some media outlets were like, actually, there were only a few thousand people there. The Guardian was like, there were 17,000 people there. Other news sources were like, hey, there were like 20,000. No, there was actually 1.3 million people there. Okay, I saw the live stream. They actually confirmed it there. I know people in Berlin, they also confirmed it. So what does this mean? This is the great awakening, deep divers, we've been waiting for, because millions, not thousands, no, millions of people are waking up all around the planet, deep divers, and saying, we ain't having it. Like even the cat down the road is saying, we ain't having it. It's beautiful right now. Deep divers. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. It's a beautiful day. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. And it feels so good to breathe right now. Especially when they want to take your breath away. 1.3 million people protest for freedom in Berlin. Woo! That was good to see. It was like a love parade, deep divers. People fighting for their freedom, because I told you, if you don't fight for what you want, you will have to cry for what you lost. What? Slow motion this side. A lot of people are waking up right now on the planet, deep divers. And it's about time, because let's face it, everything that's happening right now with this lockdown is an utter joke. Even those butterflies are laughing, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Being free is your birthright. 1.3 million people took to the streets and were protesting against the lockdown in Berlin. This is fabulous, magnificent, amazing to see that people are standing up for their rights and saying, we ain't having it. Now, the media was kind of downplaying it. Obviously, they were saying there were actually 16,000 people out there. Now, first and foremost, why do the media want to downplay this epic event? Because they want people to believe that there aren't that many people protesting. Not millions, no. There were millions. There were a lot of people out there. Because they don't want people to start seeing that a lot of people all around the world have stopped drinking the Kool-Aid and they're starting to wake up. I told you, deep divers, don't be fooled by what you see in the media. The media will never ever tell you the real numbers of people awakening. But believe me, the whole planet is waking up to what's really happening on the planet. And they're saying, we ain't having it. The truth is coming out, even though they are trying to suppress it. A lot of people are starting to realize they are being played like a fiddle. A lot of people are starting to realize they are trying to take away our freedoms. A lot of people are realizing they really want to transform planet Earth into a prison planet. And a lot of people are like, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not going to allow it to happen. So salute to everybody who was protesting in Berlin, who was making their voice loud and clear to say, actually, we ain't having it. Because that's what you got to do, deep divers. The power is us. It's always been, and it will always be. Right now, things are heating up on the planet. I told you, mandatory masks. The next thing they want is mandatory vaccinations. Matter of fact, they don't even have to do that. People will ask for it. Because right now, the only pandemic on the planet is fear. What? Slow motion this side. Right now, the only pandemic on the planet is fear, which is false evidence appearing real. This is what's killing more people than anything else. Fear. So I want to remind you how we move through all of this. The answer is to let love guide you, not fear. The media don't want to say, hey, 1.3 million people were protesting against COVID-19. Why? Because now people will stop living in fear. All the media can do is promote fear. All the media can do is perpetuate a lie that you should be afraid, very afraid. The boogeyman is coming to get you. No, nobody's coming to get you. There's nothing to be afraid of. We will get through this together. 1.3 million people for freedom. Oh, it was a beautiful sight, deep divers, because this shows that a lot of people are starting to realize if we don't do something right now, it's going to be too late. Already, you are seeing society being transformed right before your very eyes. Restrictions everywhere, borders closed. You need a mask to come inside a shop. Now, we have to realize if you don't do something right now, it's only going to get worse. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. So shout out to everybody who's standing up for their rights, because truly, deep divers, the power is with you. You are being heard. Like, back in the day, I had videos. All of my videos were going viral. 5 million views, okay? 4 million views. Then the algorithms changed because I was just pumping out so much truth. But nevertheless, I'm still reaching people. So anytime you see, okay, Ralph Smart has 2 million subscribers, it should really be 10. When the news tell you there were 15,000 people protesting in Berlin, it's really 1.3 million. Now, I want to remind you of this, deep divers. There's work to do. There is work to do. Because a lot of people are still drinking the Kool-Aid. A lot of people are still afraid. A lot of people feel that, hey, other people are a threat to them. Stay well away from me, right? But unity is the only thing that's going to turn this thing around. The reason why there aren't more protests, more people saying we ain't having it, and there should be, is because people are way too comfortable. Distractions. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. This has turned humanity into the sleeping giant. A lot of people have lost their revolutionary spirit. If this had happened in the 60s, people would be up in arms. But right now, people are more concerned about taking a selfie than the whole planet being locked down. Oh my gosh. Slow motion this side. People are so comfortable playing with apps on their phone, not realizing they are being controlled and they are being finessed right now on the planet. And it's only going to get worse unless you do something. What am I doing? I'm using my platform to raise awareness. I'm inspiring millions of people. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Bill Gates spoke to the Business Insider, and he said, hey, he made a suggestion for non-face mask wearers. Check this out, deep divers. He said that instead of there being penalties for not wearing a mask, other people should tell people who are not wearing a mask every single second of the day that this is inappropriate. Once again, control. This is all part of the plan to take away your liberties, your freedoms. Anytime they say safe, it's to keep you safe. It's actually to take away your freedom. Now, some people like what's happening. They don't have any concerns about what's happening. And these are the ones who will be in prison forever. But some people are starting to wake up, like the 1.3 million people in Berlin. And there are going to be more people all around the world, mark my words, who are going to be protesting on the streets because, look, Black Lives Matter. A lot of people were saying Black Lives Matter. And wait a minute, that was in the midst of this whole COVID-19, coronavirus. And your governments didn't tell you, hey, don't do that because you might catch a virus. Apparently, the virus just disappeared for Black Lives Matter. And that's also part of the program. No, all lives matter, deep divers, not just Black lives, because every life is exactly the same. What? Slow motion this side. I told you. I'm your brother. It's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. They are giving you so many distractions right now, and you have to make time. You got to make time to come into nature. This is the answer to breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Plant your feet, do a little samba, baby, and go within yourself. You will find the answer because the media is only full of lies. The governments all around the world are employees of the cabal. They have no power. They're just puppets. There's a force behind all governments all around the world that's pulling the strings. Like Shakespeare said, the whole world is a stage. They're all acting. So I want to remind you, the 1.3 million people who took to the streets of Berlin, that is marvelous. This gives me hope that people are starting to wake up, because ever since Operation Mockingbird, right around the Cold War time, okay? Operation Mockingbird was how the media were putting out misinformation. And that's what they're still doing to this day, to manipulate how people perceive reality. That's what the media's job is, to manipulate how people perceive reality. I told you, fear is the biggest virus that's going around. Love is the only vaccine I need. What? Slow motion this side. Now, I was talking to a friend, and he's like, Ralph, it's amazing. Like, all of these people wearing masks without questioning why, right? All of these people social distancing without questioning why. And if you question, you are called a COVIDiot, okay? Trending on Twitter, deep divers, COVIDiots. These are people who are choosing love instead of fear, choosing not to follow the mainstream narrative in the media. They're called a COVIDiot. If you dare take off your mask, you are a COVIDiot. If you do not believe what the World Health Organization tell you about COVID-19, you are a COVIDiot. I told you, this is how they control you. They turn other people against you. They have other people policing you. Where is your mask? Have you taken the vaccine? If not, why not? Now you feel like the odd one out. And this is how they can control the whole planet. I want to remind you, the only hope humanity have right now is to unite. The reason why a few people can control the many is because they are united. They work on a strict code. Many human beings are disorganized. Many human beings are distracted on TikTok, taking selfies on Instagram, which means instant programming. Instagram is a drug. That's why it's called the gram. Never mind. Deep divers. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. 1.3 million people protesting for freedom, protesting for their rights. And that is fabulous. We need more of that. And I want to remind you, deep divers, every single day, you have to realize you make a difference. Chosen one, shout out to you, chosen ones. Keep speaking your truth. Even if your voice shakes, you are so powerful, they have to try and censor you. You are so powerful, they have to try and control you by calling you a conspiracy theorist. But wait a minute, the term conspiracy theorist was created by the CIA to control people speaking out against what was really going on. So, you aren't a conspiracy theorist. You just have a mind of your own. I want to tell you this, deep divers. Right now, humanity has two choices. One, be enslaved forever. Or two, stand up and fight for what you know is right in your heart. Don't be afraid. Because right now, they are making plans for you, your children, your grandchildren. And that plan is to keep you in a petri dish, is to keep you in a prison for the rest of your life, is to chip you, is to make sure they can track your every single movement. That's what the ID-20 is all about. Now, a lot of people are like, Ralph, it's a beautiful day. I just want to go to the park and relax. I just want to go to the beach and relax. That's great. I do that too. But at the same time, I'm also delivering a message to many people. And I told you, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm only here to tell you what you need to hear. A lot of people are celebrating on the planet, relaxing. Yeah, we made it. Not realizing they are actually living in a prison. There's work to do. And that's why I salute the 1.3 million people protesting for freedom in Berlin, because they know that things are happening so fast. First it was lockdown. Then it was mandatory masks. Then it's going to be, if you don't take the vaccination, well, you can't travel to this country. You can't come here. You can't come there. They're going to use this to have even more power over your life. But I told you, the awakening happens when you realize you are the power and not them. I want to remind you, deep divers. I want to remind you of this. We have a big problem on our hands. Why? Because you see, the youth are so distracted with TikTok, Instagram. Many of them are not concerned about what's happening on the planet. Now, if we go back to the 60s and the 70s with the hippie revolution, the youth were awake. You see, there is no revolution if the youth are asleep. What? Slow motion this side. That's why I'm young. I represent the youth, right? So I'm a part of the change. And shout out to all the young ones like myself who are putting messages of change. I told you, music is going to change because there are many artists who are awake right now, and they are going to start to put more messages in their music to help uplift other people. That's what's needed, right? So remind yourself, right now on the planet, a great awakening is happening. 7-day vegan challenge. People are starting to eat to live. They're boosting their immune system with spinach, with broccoli, with pears and plums and blackberries, mangoes. People are starting to realize they can boost their immune system. Turmeric. Fantastic for doing that. People are starting to realize that fear is the greatest pandemic and love is the greatest vaccine. Deep divers, I encourage you to do your own research. I encourage you to not just believe everything you see on the TV, the television, which tells lies to your vision. That's why they call it a TV program, because they are programming you. It's time to step out of fear and move into love and realize we are all we have. Don't let them make this planet a prison planet. If you don't fight for what you want, you will have to cry for what you lost. But I'm not crying here. I'm just doing a little samba, baby, because I'm free, deep divers. I'm a multi-dimensional being having a human experience. Just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful deep divers. I'm just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com. And if you want to model the clothing, if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart and a natural ass model, let me know why you have what it takes. Got a question for me, deep divers? You want featured on Infinite Waters? Add me at the verified Instagram page right now at official Ralph Smart and Facebook at Ralph Smart. Check out the best-selling book, Deep Divers, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook for more life-changing information. Deep Divers, I'm here to remind you, the answer is to realize we are the power. We always were, and we always will be. When you realize that, you'll just, woo, breathe in that good ass prana, baby, and do a little samba, baby. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Say that with me, deep divers. You. That means something good is about to happen on the planet, because more people are waking up, less people are drinking the Kool-Aid, and more people are saying, we ain't having it. Being free is our birthright. Stand up for your freedom today, deep divers. Don't let anybody take it away, not even the cat down the road. The cat down the road loves you. Deep divers, have a beautiful day. Peace.